What you are speaks so loud that we can't hear a word you're saying. To live authentically means to author the script of your own life. You can continue to write cheap tabloid magazine articles, or you can write the greatest adventure novel ever. A lot of the jobs that people go into or entrepreneurship businesses that people go into really sound boring as fuck to me. Like, what 7-year-old says to his parents or says to his friends, or when they ask him at school what he wants to be, says, I want to be a real estate wholesaler? None! Because it doesn't come from that place of excitement. There's nothing exciting about it. Because it's more associated with the square world, more associated with the matrix than it is with the sentiment of one's heart. When you connect with the sentiment of your heart, what you do is more akin to who you're already being, my man. Here's an example. I knew very, very early on that I was going to be a strength coach. 14 years old, the first time my uncle put a barbell in my hands and I lifted it and started feeling strong myself, I said, damn, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. If not, I make any money. I was willing to live very simply, meager, because it was who I am to be a strength coach, to teach people how to get stronger. It's authentic. It comes from my core. I'm passionate about it. I can be about it all day long. I like to lift and I like to teach people how to lift. Even when I'm not being paid, I like to do these things. You gotta look outside the box. Like I said, that's a square idea. Most of the careers you guys are going into and most of the businesses, you guys think you're entrepreneurs? Entrepreneurship is personal development wrapped into business, meaning that you're developing yourself. When you're out there grinding and it is completely detached from your good feelings in your body, your passion in your body, you're a fucking schizoid. You're out there like a robot, just like everyone else. Just because you work for yourself doesn't make you any freer. You're living that inauthentic, that mirrored lifestyle, that flash and glamour, sugar and frosting on the outside, but rotting, decaying, stinking shit on the inside. We've been sold this bullshit for a very long time that we must sacrifice ourselves, sacrifice our joy, sacrifice our life, sacrifice our authenticity and our truth in order to get the flash and glamour that the world sells to us. Most of that shit, won't bring you much joy anyway, because a car can blow up in any moment. Your clothes can burn up in your $1 million house in any moment, but you will always be left with what you came here with, which is the passionate blueprint of your authentic self-expression found in your heart, my man. That is the journey. The journey isn't to stack your bank account or to stack toys. That's the lie. That's what we've been fed. That's what we've been told. That is a byproduct of one of two things. Either lying to yourself and lying to the world and sacrificing your soul so that you can have those things, hoping that they will bring you joy and pleasure, or living authentically. And when you live authentically, those things will either be added to you because that's a part of your path, or they won't. And you got to be okay with that. Because if you're focused on the outcome rather than the journey, rather than the art, rather than the self-expression, the poetry, the authoring of your own life, being the authority of your own life, you're going to be living as a shell of yourself. It might be a shiny, flashy, expensive shell, but just a shell, my friend. A state of flow is a state of oneness. An athlete who's in the zone, who's in a state of flow, is not thinking, he's not divided. His body and his mind are one. He's being a basketball player. An athlete who's in the zone, who's in a state of flow, who is producing, performing like you said, has completely let go of himself and is being moved by the divine. Done.